Hi, I'm Jeff Vader on loan from the Death Star Canteen.
I'm Alan Childers.
And I'm Richie Roberts, and we're about to fuck with Disney so hard. Thank you for ruining my childhood. You're watching Anime.
So LucasArts has officially died.
Why you gotta be hating on my games? Why you gotta be hating on my games, Disney? Why you gotta be hating on my games? Alright, look, seriously, I'm waiting for all these people like Ryan versus Dorkman and all the Star Wars fan films to just get that cease of desist letter, and then if they don't, the suit letters. Like that. As soon as Disney announced that, the first thing in my head was, fucking hell, they're gonna do this shit.
I mean, do you guys honestly think it's going to be that bad? I thought that they probably just going to reopen LucasArts under a Disney Alliance name.
Oh, they didn't completely shut down LucasArts. They're keeping it going so they can still milk the money that's already coming through with LucasArts. But what they did was they straight out canceled two of the games. They canceled 1313, which is the one I was really wanting to see. But then I read some stuff, and I can see kind of why they did it. Because 1313 was having issues, like they switched it to a Boba Fett story, and I was like, oh, come on, why? And then it was changing from piece to piece. So I can kind of understand why they killed 1313, but like they're not going to use LucasArts anymore. And I'm like, why? There's so many good games in LucasArts. Republic Commando. That's all I'm saying.
The thing I don't understand...
We can go on about Republic Commando for forever.
The thing I don't understand about it is, okay... They revitalized Marvel, and they pretty much financed the Avengers.
Which was amazing.
And the next lineup for Guardians of the Galaxy and all that shit. But why couldn't they... I mean, I know they're rebooting the new Star Wars movies universe.
And they're bringing back Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher.
So, is that the thing that they just wanted to nix it because it wasn't like with their style and feel?
I figured that LucasArts would be more of a moneymaker than they initially thought.
Well, my idea is the fact that, first and foremost, since the beginning of the initial signed contract that was given, you've had lots of changing, lots of things have going around, and I think Disney's taking this project like they did with Marvel. Since they bought them out, they took it and made it their own. Disney's trying to do the same thing with Star Wars, so they're going to make it their own and do whatever they want with it.
I want to point out that I think it's going like his... Your initial thought that you said to me earlier is that basically he sold it to Disney so that they could fuck it up so far beyond repair that people will miss Lucas and he'll take his stuff back. And then
see, that's basically my initial thought. Is George Lucas first? He started out as the underdog guy, and then he became the villain. So what he do? He sold it to a bigger villain. So in the end, he becomes the hero yet again.
That's the whole thing, George. We know it's true. But no, all right. And for
totally taking the Luke Skywalker path. We know this.
Lens flares.
We know
lens
this.
flares.
It's kind of like,
lens flares.
It's kind of like when everybody bitched about Jar Jar Binks. I sat back and I was like, but wait, weren't there Ewoks in the third movie? And everybody bitched about that. And suddenly they're a beloved thing. I'm like, no, screw that. Fuck off.
I'm telling you, Jar Jar Binks was really like George Lucas's way of saying, hey, I created these original three to go to an audience. I revamped them. A lot of you fucking hated me for it because Han shot first, and we all know it. That's neither here nor there. But seriously,
I still think.
When in doubt, remember Han shot first.
But no, I think it would have gone better. The prequels would have gone better if he'd have followed the formula that he did with Empire and Jedi, which is he writes the script and somebody else directs it.
I agree, and that's the reason why I think the second and third one did a lot better because
the initial line when Han Solo was getting frozen in carbonite was "I love you too."
Okay, so
and then right there, like they did it and it didn't feel right and they kept going and then finally he just said "I know."
Can we agree?
Like I gotta go with what Kevin Smith said on that, and he's like a pimp. He said "I know."
So can we agree that what the movie that Disney is going to create is going to be probably pretty damn epic?
No, it's going to be horrible and a piece of shit. I won't ever agree to this.
I mean,
I fucking hate you, Disney.
I mean, because what Disney produces is not necessarily bad. It's what they do behind the scenes. It's what the right hand is doing that the left hand doesn't know what's going on.
It's not that they don't know. It's they pretend like it doesn't exist. It's kind of like Sex in the Clouds and Aladdin. You know, oh, it didn't happen.
Yeah, it did.
There's creative Disney, and then there's demonic corporate Disney.
Corporate Disney is the one that I'm after. Disney movies aren't bad. It's just the other side of the coin, which is the corporate Disney, where they rehash old stuff and make it fresh again. Mm-hmm. But if you dare try and do that with their product, they come down on you. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's bullcrap. And then on top of that, the whole after the artist plus 90 years.
Again, I mean, Disney's got their own way of doing things, and whether it's good or bad, it doesn't really matter. They own it now, which, sad to say, I mean, George kind of sold it out to him, but again, it really all depends on the people who buy it.
But again, these are just our opinions. Let us hear yours. What do you think about Disney shutting down LucasArts? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Richie Roberts.
I'm Jeff Ader.
And I'm Alan Childers.
And you're watching A.N.I.M.E.